What up, folks? I'm back once again doing another video game review, and this time I'm reviewing Madden 2004, and it was released for the Xbox, PlayStation 2, GameCube, and the Game Boy Advance. But for the sake of this particular video review, I'm just going to stick with the Game Boy Advance version. Now, with this being a football game, it really has no plot to it, but it is really based off of the 2003 NFL season and stuff, and because of that, of course, this is pretty much an NFL licensed game, and it has all of the teams in it, and all of the individual players that were on each of these squads at the time when they started production of Madden 2004. And of course, I've mentioned I'm making reference to the players who were active, whether they were star players or on the bench, whatever the case may be. And now, the modes are mainly consist of the exhibition mode, the season mode, playoff modes, all of the particular modes that you would come to expect from the Madden series and everything. And now with the Game Boy Advance version of Madden 2004, the graphics, gameplay, sound, the play selection screens, and stuff like that are pretty much resemble the Madden games that were released on the Super Nintendo. At least that's what I've noticed with it. And anybody else who played it will have noticed it also. And it is a good thing, though. And you have the typical plays like the running and pass plays while you're on offense, and the blitzes and nickels and dimes while you're on defense and stuff like that. So this is really kind of things that you would expect while playing the game. And of course, while you go to the season mode, pick your favorite team for a chance to win the Super Bowl. And of course, it has the Madden 2004 just have pretty much the usual stats passing, rushing, tackling, sacks, and stuff like that, along with the stats from each individual player from the previous season. And plus, of course, you can challenge yourself by setting the difficulty to All Pro or Madden or something like that to get yourself a real challenge and all that. But at the same time, I honestly believe that the Madden series has never been accused of being an outright cakewalk or or insanely difficult. It's pretty much like a middle of the road type of thing, regardless of which difficulty setting you happen to pick, you know. So I think this game really does appeal to try to appeal to casual players and those who are fans of the franchise and everything. Plus, the GameCube version of Madden 2004 is compatible with the Game Boy Advance, so you can buy copy of both games to utilize this particular capability, you know. Now, as far as the graphics and design, they are pretty good. They're out, and I pretty particularly like the color palette of Madden 2004, which would include the play selection screen. And, it's something that this is something that honestly I don't particularly admit to in terms of like football games. That either I say I like the graphics or I don't, as far as that is concerned. Okay. Plus the gameplay is excellent and is real responsive to stuff. The players while they're running are not sluggish, but they're really fluent. Whether if you're on offense or defense, and even though the play selection screen is simple and is what you expect, but you're not scratching your head and thinking, which play did I call? It's not like NFL that was made by LJN for the NES, where they had this big poster of plays that you have to you practically had to memorize, really. But in most cases that you didn't. But it's not like that with the Madden series as a whole. Madden 2004 is no different. And the sound is pretty much what you expect from a Madden game, but it really does its job. And the main gripe that I have with the Madden series as a whole is that EA really doesn't take any risks with the franchise. As a result, you'll see 4 or 5 things that's outright innovative about it. You know what I'm saying? But I can give it a pass mainly because they're not gonna have enough time to put like those 4 or 5 major things in it that's gonna captivate people. You know, they can like do this or that, but it's no big deal anyway. Now, in my opinion, Madden 2004 is an excellent. The Game Boy version of it is pretty much an excellent game, and it really did translate well, in my opinion, on the Game Boy Advance. Now, it's kind of like typically during the 90s, a lot of the football games on a handheld system, regardless if it was Game Boy Color, it just didn't translate well to those. But I feel that Madden 2004 translated well on the Game Boy Advance, in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure that Madden 2004 for the home consoles like PS2 and GameCube are pretty good also. Pretty easy. So the big issue is with those, with the other 3 version is, which is your favorite console between PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. And not only is Madden 2004 an excellent game, it has that nostalgic trip because it really does resemble the Super Nintendo, the Madden games that was released on Super Nintendo. And I would seriously recommend it to anyone who is a owner of a Game Boy Advance and a Madden fan of the Madden franchise. As far as the score, I would definitely give it an 8. With that being said, if you really like the Game Boy version of Madden 2004 or one of the other versions, whether it's PS2 or Xbox, you can mention it in the comment section of this video. If you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.